I started making the menu for the actual game according to my journal, or I don't know, planning notebook. I have a programming plan for this, and that programming plan is one, plan a GUI hierarchy and make placeholder art. I did that. That is the uh, black and purple cubes, as you can see here. And then I want to code GUI menus and buttons. I am doing that right now. So what I have, and by the way, I did plan the hierarchy. It's put down on paper. I will show it now. And as you can see, I just made basically a diagram of where each button leads to. Okay, so when I click on these are actually buttons. If I have two tabs, statistics and actions. So the actions tab allows you to actually, put laws into place, and statistics allows you to see what's currently going on. It essentially shows all of the dependent variables. Meanwhile, the actions tab allows you to change the independent variables. Well, how are you going to do this? Well, I've got three buttons here, federal, per zone, and foreign. And I will add images later, of course, but per zone right now, you can see leads me to this panel, zone action. Federal leads me to this this panel that says federal tax, interest rate, stimulus checks, etc. You can go back, and then same thing with foreign action. And these are actually drop-down menus. They're called tree nodes in the ImGui code. Not sure why, they just are. Um, I guess so that because they can be nested within each other, but it doesn't matter. And these drop-down menus will allow you to modify some of the variables. Now the zone action is going to be the hardest because I have to actually make a system where the user can define a zone and then select the zone. So far, I've made this button that says define zone, and each red X represents a border marker. Click adjacent border markers to connect and create a boundary. So I haven't actually placed a border marker, and it's actually not going to be a red X. It's probably going to be a red circle or a red cube. I'm leaning towards the red cube, or maybe a different shape. Execute action doesn't do anything, and then I have the other tabs. So how did I do this? Well, I know you guys don't really care about the code, but essentially, ImGui works in this weird way where it's all static. It's all a static class. And I know that does not mean anything to you, nor will what I say now, but what I did was I figured out how to create a functional interface. That's right here, a functional interface. I have this annotation right here that says that, and I have an abstract method, and I just store a functional interface type object that stores a function. It's basic a method, and this variable that stores whatever method it is in now, it basically just points to the series of instructions in which the computer must display the specific GUI that is current to the scene. So that means when I run this, right, and I go over to my menu, this is one method, right, and then over here when I click this button per zone, this is another method, and it's basically each method is being stored inside of that variable or function. Method, function, same thing. That's it. Yep.